Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen outline of my talk, Anna? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure.
So my personal experience as an English language trainer is what I dealt with. Then I dealt with what CEFR levels are and the ninja technique, which I call it. Like, what is the ninja technique of learning languages, right? That will be the last point we will be covering. So my personal experience as a trainer at the British Council Delhi was like we were supposed to teach them the communicative English thing, right? The how we communicate in English and how we communicate using languages. Like we were more interested about the function of the language rather than the form of the language. So we emphasized on the spoken English, right? And the course content was designed by British Council and the Macmillan Education. Elicitation, that means extracting knowledge from your learners. It's not important that you give on delivering them lectures and all those things. It's important to hear from them. So we gave importance to elicitation, and there were a lot of activities that we did with our learners, like role play, vocabulary games, turn taking, anchoring, and many more, right, which helped enhancing their spoken skills and filling them with a sense of confidence and improving their communicative performance. So the entire emphasis was not on teaching language, what was to entertain our students. And when you entertain and when you shift the focus from performing in a language to actually enjoying that learning experience, you get to teach them a lot and they do a great job. So these 160 hours yielded significant positive results. Like we had reports that were published in the newspaper regarding our great success, that students are really able to perform well. Now, whenever you go to any place for your assessment of English, right, how good am I at English? You are just on the basis of CEFR levels. What is this CEFR levels? CEFR stands for Common European Framework of Reference. It was developed by the Council of Europe. So in all the European languages, including English, German, French, and all those languages, you have the CEFR level, right? It was developed to describe language learners' ability in European language. So what are you able to do is described in the CEFR level, and based on that, you are given a level. In this framework, there are three tiers. Like you can be any one of the three. You can be a basic learner, you can be an independent learner, or you can be a proficient learner, right? Each of these three tiers are again divided into two levels. These makes it a scale of 6 levels in total. So, in the basic, you have A1, A2, in the independent, you have B1, B2, and in the proficient, you have the C1, C2. So these levels describe what a person can do in a language. So what a person can do at the A1 level will differ from what a person can do at the A2 level. Let us take a closer look at these levels and what a learner can do in each level. So if you are at an A1 level, the learner can understand and use basic phrases in day-to-day life, like wishing good morning and talking about where they come from or how is the day-to-day. If you are at an A2 level, you can talk about familiar and routine matters, like where did you go to visit the cinemas, how often do you do this, what you do generally. If you are at a B1 level, you become independent and can talk at work, school, or at leisure. So if with the native speaker, you can talk in the work, you can talk in schools, so you don't have problems. While at the B2 level, you understand the main idea of difficulties. Like if you're going through a magazine or a newspaper, you can understand that fluently, or you can talk fluently with the native speaker without any, that pressure on you that, okay, he's the native speaker and I'm not able to perform. So that pressure won't be there if you are at a B2 level. Now C1 and C2 is that extreme level, that is a proficient level. You can now use language for social, academic, and professional purposes, and then you can speak and understand everything in a language. So this C2 level is the mastery of that language at C2 level, right? So this ninja technique that I was talking about is this communicative language teaching, this CLT method of language teaching, right? What is the CLT method? So CLT is based on the communicative approach, which in turn is based in the idea that a learner should be able to use language appropriately in context. So knowing a language is not enough. How does a language function? But knowing how to use the perfect language in the perfect context is what is the motive of the talk. Now, according to Newman, who was a great scientist, CLT has brought the most significant changes into the practice of English language teaching. So you have different approaches, like you have the grammar translation method, the direct method, the audiolingual method. But as the CLT came into existence, this new ninja technique, which I call it, it actually revolutionized the entire language teaching scenario. And this was proved to be one of the best results yielding process, right? Now, this communicative competence is basically your ability. So what does this communicative ability consist of? It consists of a proper grammar. It consists of a proper discourse, that knowledge in dealing with the structure of longer text. So you can refer to large sentences and you can understand them. Social linguistic competence, like in Hindi, you have tum and aap. So you know the context where to use tum, where to use aap on the basis of respect and all those things. Social linguistically, English has also got these type of competence. Like these are the abilities that you must have in order to, like speak well. And the fourth is the strategic competence. Like even if I'm not good in English and you are a good speaker in English, how well am I able to communicate with you with my tuta futa English, right, which I call it, is the main thing. So this is what I will explain to you in the next slide. The role of the teachers. The teacher is the facilitator and the guide. We just facilitate you and guide you. We don't teach you anything, right? We are the partners in communication in the class for students. So for the students, we are the partners. You can consider me your partner and talk to me, right? We monitor what is going on in the class. ये important नहीं है कि आप एक activity दे दी और फिर आप चले गए कहीं. You have to monitor if the students are enjoying the activity, or what else can be implemented, what extra can you add, what can you delete which is not required in that activity. Make activities real and lively. So the activity has to, grasp the students' enthusiasm. Like they should be feeling really good. If this is a boys' class, you're talking about cricket, they will love it, right? So this is the one statement जो मैं हमेशा follow करता हूँ. Being a teacher or being a trainer, the least you speak, the better it is for your students. जब क्लास में रहो, the least I speak is good because I know English, right? I'm not here to teach myself English. I'm here to teach you English. So the least I speak, the better it is for my learners or the students. Fluency and accuracy, इस पे बहुत बड़ी debate चलती है. Fluency is the rate of flow of speech. जैसे कि I am a boy versus I am a boy, right? ये होता है fluency. जिस rate से मेरी speech का flow होता है. Accuracy होता है is the measure of the correctness. So she are a girl and she is a girl, right? तो यहाँ fluency एक ही थी, लेकिन are और is का problem था, right? In CLT, fluency is primary goal. तो मेरे लिए ये important नहीं है कि तुम जो बोल रहे हो या बोल रही हो that is सही. Your fluency, that means the rate of flow of speech has to be good because that will encourage you to learn more. In addition, fluency is about incorporating the 4 competencies जो मैंने पहले बोला था already. Now the technique of teaching. इसमें क्या होता है? The teaching is designed in such a way so as to give students the opportunity to involve in the pragmatic, authentic and functional use of language for meaningful purposes. So आप language को बहुत अच्छे तरीके से use कर पाएं एक अच्छे context में. This is what the teaching technique involves. It also involves language forms are not the aim of study, but the components required to achieve those purposes. So basically मेरा ध्यान grammar पे उतना नहीं रहता when I teach English, क्योंकि मेरे लिए it's very important that my students perform in that language, because until and unless you perform, you will not make mistakes. So making mistake is also a very big part of language learning, and it is very much, given emphasis. Conclusion क्या है इसका? Conclusion is it is all about class engagement, जिस तरीके से आप class को manage और engage करते हो, and making your learners as communicator who knows how to use language in real life situation. तो सिर्फ pen and paper पे आपको language आता है, that is not our motive. Our motive is you should know how to use language in the real life situation. The trainer, as I prefer to call it, I don't call it teacher, I call it trainer, is the facilitator in the classroom activities, trying to make it lively and engaging for the students. तो आप एक trainer हो तो आपका job ये है कि जो activities आप दे रहे हो for language learning and this training, वो बहुत लाइवली होना चाहिए और एंगेजिंग होना चाहिए, सो दैट योर स्टूडेंट्स एंजॉय दैट एंटायर टीचिंग लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस। फाइनल वर्ड, अगर आप में से किसी को लगता है कि मेरे इंग्लिश सीखने का तरीका अलग है एज कंपेयर टू उसका या ये, तो वी ऑल एक्वायर लैंग्वेज इन वन वे, दिस इज द ट्रूथ। हम सब एक तरीके से ही लैंग्वेज सीखते हैं। when we will get comprehensible input मतलब वो चीजें जो हम समझ पाते हैं at a low anxiety level, मतलब मैं आप पे कोई परफॉर्मेंस करने की वो नहीं डाल रहा हूँ, मतलब I'm not pressurizing you to perform, you just receive comprehensible input and then you perform. So saying this, I would say thank you.